getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys back in the stream, being a part here tonight. Happy Monday night to you guys. We got a big matchup in store. Big 12 Conference, greatest college basketball conference in America this season. This one, major matchup between number 11 and number 10. Texas stayed at number 10 in the rankings for this week, despite losing against Tennessee inside the top 5 on Saturday. Baylor rising up from 17 to 11 for this matchup, as they have found their rhythm for the Bears, and they come in as a 4-point underdog entering this game tonight, despite a 6-game winning streak at the top of the Big 12 Conference, longest winning streak right now in the Big 12. Texas trying to bounce back after the loss on the road at Tennessee on Saturday. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Looks like Virginia just picked up a victory on the road. Virginia winners over Syracuse tonight, 67-62, as that game has just gone final. And make sure to put in the poll, who do you guys got in this one? Vote it out. Let us know out on the chat here for this game. Hockey from home, Laszlo, Mario, Ashton, Ryan, glad to have you back in the stream. Victoria, welcome in. We got hockey from home. Yeah, different colors we got on the chat here, it looks like. Because Mario's comes up in red, Ashton's comes up in pink. The members come up in green. Hockey, Victoria's comes up in like a gold type color, so that's different for the first time. Mods come up in blue and members come up in green. It's interesting. Never saw that until today, because it usually was just straight gray. But that's interesting that I have like a different chat box with colors that comes up. Yeah, so many games this season has come down to like the officials determining these games this year. So many close games this year, and there's just the refereeing's been all over the place this year. Wow, stay safe out there for you, Mario. Yeah, super cold. It's supposed to be like 5 degrees for me on Saturday. Looks like we're going to tip off in about 7 minutes from now, so we got some time before we tip off in tonight's game. Vegas, welcome back on the stream, bud. Should hopefully be a good one. I got to load my reaction to Saturday night's finish. Celtics and Lakers, the LeBron no-call foul, and then the Pat Beverly camera prop. So if you haven't seen my reaction clip, I cut those clips up. I posted a video yesterday to it. Pretty hilarious going back and watching the video. We're going to tip off in about 6 minutes from now going down here. And Baylor been on quite the roll for them. Some big victories they've got on the road a couple times in the conference. Should be a really good matchup. Two backcourts that's been strong this season. Baylor, their strength of three-point shooting. They got one of the top backcourts in America with a legit trio they have with Adam Flagler, LJ Cryer, and then Keontae George. And then Texas, they have a solid backcourt. A lot of defensive players on this Texas Longhorns squad around the perimeter. Serge Abari Rice, Marcus Carr, Tyrese Hunter. It's going to be a really solid matchup. Alex, welcome back in. Yeah, haven't covered Maryland and Indiana this season at all, so wanted to try something new. Bunch of games going on for tomorrow. A lot of great games going on. Yeah, a lot of these games being determined by the refs as of late. This game's at Texas. Texas stayed at number 10 this week in the rankings, despite losing against Tennessee on Saturday. Texas 12-1 on the season on their home floor. On the road for Baylor, they are 3-2 for the Bears. They have caught fire, though, as of late. Their trouble spot this season for Baylor's been the defense. And, yeah, they've really picked up lately defensively, much better than where they were, like, around a month ago or so when they got crushed against Marquette. In one of those games, they started off the conference at 0-3 for Baylor. Now they're up to 5-3 in the Big 12 at the moment. And, yeah, just so stacked there. Big 12 right now, 6 teams inside the top 15. this week in the rankings. I think it's either a 7 or an 8-bid conference, most likely, for the Big 12. There's only 1 week link, though. Texas Tech at the bottom, 0-8. Everybody else, they've got 2 wins or greater, at least in conference play. West Virginia came up with a big victory over Auburn on Saturday for them, and Oklahoma pounded Alabama. So that's the bottom of the Big 12 showing up against the top of the SEC and pounding them on Saturday. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted with that score as well. That's a good matchup going down. Iowa State also playing at the top of the hour. They take on Texas Tech. Iowa State, so that game already tipped off. And Iowa State leading 7-2 right now against Texas Tech. Texas Tech, their best wins in the season come against LSU, Georgetown, and Louisville. So, yeah, there's a big drop-off there between number 9 with, like, West Virginia in Oklahoma in the conference to, like, number 10 with Texas Tech at the very bottom. And Texas Tech losing home games this year. That's quite the problem for Texas Tech because they entered that game against Kansas back in early January. They had like a 25 plus, I think it was like 20. It was around 20, I believe. Yeah, it was around 20 straight home games that they had won for Texas Tech, and they haven't looked so hot on their home floor either, being winless in the conference. Red Wings not playing tonight. Yeah, I think the NHL is going on their All-Star break too. It's usually a couple weeks before the NBA, because the NBA is, they usually go on break around like the middle of February. Alright, so we're going to tip off in about 2 minutes from now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Baylor against Texas, Battle of Texas tonight in the Big 12 Conference on a Monday night. This game is at Texas's home floor, Moody Center out in Austin. Texas came in as a 4-point favorite on the line, over under set at 148.5 today in this game. I think I've covered both of these teams once this season. Both of them came up with victories. Baylor a week ago, they won at home against Kansas, and then Texas a couple weeks ago, they won against Texas Tech. They were down on the road at Texas Tech by double digits, came back and won. And, yeah, that Baylor-Kansas game as well, that was wild a week ago. Baylor was red hot from three-point range. Yeah, they're lucky. Shouldn't have been a win for Boston. So lucky. Keontae George, Adam Flagler, LJ Cryer. That's the backcourt for Baylor, all averaging above 14.5 points per game this season. That's the 4th highest scoring backcourt trio in Division I currently, as they are averaging over 14.5. Add them all up, they're around 47 points per game between that backcourt trio for Baylor. Baylor, green uniforms, yellow numbers, yellow letters. For this matchup, they go right to left in their home floor, as Texas goes in the white home uniforms for this matchup. Orange numbers, orange letters as we tip off. Baylor controls the opening tip. Top of the key, it's number 0, Flo Thamba. He's on the floor with Flagler, Jalen Bridges, Keontae George, LJ Cryer. Receiving the pass off the Flagler. Top of the key, guarded by Timmy Allen. Flagler dribbles up to the elbow, swings it out to the corner, catch and fire, 3 for Baylor, swoosh. Great start. That's Jalen Bridges, a front court player who can also take threes and makes one, and he sinks it at the right corner. First possession now for Texas, Tyrese Hunter and Marcus Carr. Serge Jabari Rice, Timmy Allen. And Dylan Mitchell, the starting 5 tonight for Texas. Down low, Mitchell couldn't finish at the rim. As Flo Thamba does get called in the blocking foul, though, from behind, and this will send Dylan Mitchell to the free throw line. First one by Mitchell is good. Second one, and no good off the back rim. Tipped up. Baylor comes out with a defensive rebound. That's been a strong suit lately for Baylor, has been the rebounding column. So you haven't been that strong in the front court this year. Jumper missed off the glass by Thamba, rebounded by Texas. Texas goes on the break, attacking right to the rim, and they'll shoot 2 more coming up at the free throw line. Timmy Allen downhill in the fast break transition. It's going to be L.J. Cryer getting called in his first personal. Oh, wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Laszlo. So, yeah, Chris Beard's... It's going to be interesting to see where he lands for next season for him. If he's able to get a job back in coaching. First free throw, that's a make by Timmy Allen. Bradley, welcome back in the stream, man. And second free throw, that's up and that's through. So we're tied up at 3. 1:05 through the game, 18:55 left to play in the first. Baylor takes it past midcourt. George handoff to Cryer, back to the outside. It goes with Flagler. Flagler defended top of the key by Tyrese Hunter. Moves it out to the right wing. Catch and fire 3 in the air. L.J. Cryer lets it rain. He drills the 3 ball. Second made 3 of the night now by Baylor. Cryer makes his first 3. Bridges made a 3. Bounce pass down low. Dunk at the hoop. Dylan Mitchell, two-handed flush. Both of these teams keep on rolling. We're going to see a lot of good pace in tonight's game here. We had 2 quick falls picked up by Baylor, but now the pace keeps on rolling right now. Baylor with the ball around the perimeter. Cryer, top of the key, guarded by Marcus Carr. Moves it out to the right corner. Up fake. Slide to the left was Bridges. Moves the pass out to Cryer once again. Cryer at the top. Bounce pass off the roll down low. Thamba missed the slam dunk, though, and it goes right back to Texas. Wow, he could not convert on that. For Flo Thamba off the pick and roll down to the rim. 15-foot jump shot. Missed off the mark by Dessou. Tap to the perimeter. Save, though, for Texas. As they will drive into a crowd. Lost it. No call by the referees. Pass ahead of the pack. The Bears right to the rim. Gets the layup. Out in transition. Up and through for 2 off the glass. Jalen Bridges, top scorer with 5 so far. Oh, yeah. Best backcourt in America. They have been really upping it as of late for Baylor. They are on a roll. Welcoming the Reaper back into the channel. Jumper, tough shot, fall away. That's a bank goodbye, Timmy Allen. Approaching the 17-minute mark left to go in the first. Baylor takes the ball past midcourt. Into the hands now of Cryer. Passes around the perimeter to Keontae George. George top scored a season for the 5-star freshman. Attacks right to the paint. Euro step. Couldn't finish though with the rim as it went short to the left side of the rim. A rebound goes back to Texas. Carr driving. Head full of steam and the crowd of defenders. As we will have a whistle here. And a shooting foul picked up. It's going to send Marcus Carr to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Oh, wow. So, Alex heard a different call with ESPN guys over on the radio. Yeah, about the Beverly camera prop that he had going on. Flo Thamba picks up his second personal foul. They're actually going to say it's not on the block. So this will be just a straight-up inbound for Texas now. 16:40 left to go in the first. Carr at the wing, crossover, dribbles up into the key, moves it back out to the top. 3-point shot taken straight away, missed off the back rim by Hunter. Offensive rebound in the corner though by Allen, dribbles up, takes the jumper baseline, missed off the rim with Bridges coming up with a defensive rebound. 16.5 left to go in the first. Baylor draws the double team down low. Couldn't finish at the rim. Wide open layup. What are you doing? Number 15 for the Bears. Oji and Wuna could not finish down low as they drew a double team at the top, guarding Flagler. Could not finish at the rim with an easy miss layup out in the clear. Kick out to the corner. 3 on its way. Hunter missed around the rim. Tap to the perimeter though. Texas will get called for the rebound foul. So now the automatic clear for them off the rebounds. They get called in their first personal. And the clock will stop now with 16:19. So we're going to take the first media break of the game right now. It's going to be called on Dylan Mitchell. Picks up the rebound foul. 8-7 Baylor. All right, 20 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. First time out in the night currently. Backcourt for Texas yet to produce so far. 4 points by Timmy Allen, 3 by Dylan Mitchell. And if Baylor starts to get on a run in this game, things might not look so hot for Texas here in this matchup if Baylor starts to get on a roll. And right now the Bears making both their three-point shots so far. Jalen Bridges open at the corner, drilled a 3. He's got 5 top score, 3 points by L.J. Cryer off a 3. 2 assists so far by Flagler. And yeah, Texas is at the bottom of the Big 12 in perimeter shooting this season. And also, they're at the bottom of the Big 12 in perimeter defense. So this matchup, like in terms of matchup base, considering because of Baylor's perimeter rocks incredibly, could tilt in the favor of the Bears as Baylor came in as a 4-point underdog in this matchup. Then again, home court advantage has been a big reason throughout this season why teams have won at home. Right now, 3 personal fouls picked up by Baylor. Texas just picked up their first. One other game of significance currently, Iowa State leading Texas Tech. Score there 15-10. Iowa State up with about 12 minutes left to go in the first. That's a road game at Texas Tech. Texas Tech still winless in the Big 12 currently. They got a record of 0-8 in conference play. Everybody else with 2 wins or greater. Virginia winning over Syracuse in the earlier matchup today. Final score 67-62. Big matchup here in conference play between Hookham and Sikkim right now for the Battle of Texas tonight. Number 11 versus number 10, Baylor. Moving up 6 spots from 17 to 11 in this week's rankings. Texas staying put at number 10. Great start right out of the gate we got here, 8-7 to the first 4 minutes and 5 seconds. 15:55 remaining in the first. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to come back. Future live streams I cover with college hoops and NBA. We get back to action. Baylor with the basketball. Float down, but 2 early fouls for the Bears. Baylor able to move the ball past midcourt. Flagler at the edge of the Longhorns logo. Swings it out to the left wing into the hands of George. George passes down to the low block as they will move it out to the free throw circle with a runner. Off the rim, missed by Cryer. Defensive rebound, hauled in by Texas. Loose ball though on the floor. Tie up in the backcourt. Great hustle play by Jalen Bridges as he's been the early player of the game. Possession arrow will go to Texas though. Great hustle there, number 11 in green and yellow. Jalen Bridges made the first three in the night for Baylor. Texas gets the inbound. Timmy Allen double team as Baylor brings out the full court press. Deflected out of bounds. It will stay Texas ball. This Baylor team, too, takes care of the basketball quite a bit. So, they don't turn it over too often for the Bears either. So, Texas entering this game, it's a big, big key for them. Limit the turnovers if they want to pull out the home W. At the elbow for the Longhorns. Inside the key, Timmy Allen moves it out to the wing. Carr, catch and fire three, splash. He can heat up in bunches. Not the best perimeter shooting team this season for Texas, but Marcus Carr's had some strong games like the one against Gonzaga. Baylor turned it over. Texas with a lead. Lob down low, intercepted by Baylor right back. Ajunwuna, number 15, able to pick it off. George, back to the perimeter. Three ball taken by George, missed off the back rim too long. Rebound control by Hunter. Hunter up the floor now towards his left. Attacks inside the paint. Hunter off the glass, no good. Strong rebound. Pulled down through traffic there by Cryer. Sends it over. Now pass to the corner. Dribbling up. Jumper deep to George. Off again, missing off the back rim. Deflected out of bounds. It will still stay Baylor basketball though. So Baylor will get the inbound. 14.5 left to go in the first. Inbound to the corner. Open with space. Three in the air. Cryer drills it. Just automatic right there from the corner. LJ Cryer perfect. 2 for 2 from three-point range. 40% three-point shooter. Just give him an inch of space and he delivers. Allen moves it over to the key. Jumper, mid-range. Swoosh. Brock Cunningham for 2 for Texas. Riley, welcome back in the stream, man. 11 points in 16 minutes responding by Cunningham. Backdoor cut, Loner. Couldn't finish at the rim, though. We got fouled. The BYU transfer will head to the free throw line. Shoot 2 now for Caleb Loner for Baylor. We called a shooting foul picked up by Christian Bishop, his first for Texas. Ron, welcome in. First shot by Loner, missed off the back rim. Second free throw, and that's down the middle. 12-12 now with 14 minutes left to play in the first. Texas takes it past midcourt with Marcus Carr. Off to the top of the free throw circle to Timmy Allen. Handoff Jabari Rice. Transfer from New Mexico State. Slides it out to the top to the Sioux. This Texas team loaded with transfers up to the baseline jumper. Missed off the back rim though by Carr. Offensive rebound control by Cunningham. Another opportunity here with the offensive board by Texas. 13.5 left to go in the first. Out to the wing. Carr gets past one defender. Now double teamed in the corner. Slides it over to the top. 6 in the shot clock for Jabari Rice. Gets it back. Floats up the runner. Drops it through. That's good for 2. Nifty move right there by Sir Jabari Rice. He got it blocked. He was able to drive down the lane after that. Pick it up once again and floats up the runner. Able to score. Baylor looking to respond right back as we approach the 13-minute mark remaining first half. Ball goes into the hands to Flagler. Flagler on the outside. Deflected back. It goes to Flagler, though. 8 in the shot clock. Moves it out to the corner. Loner drives baseline. Backs his way inside a key, working on Cunningham. Loner, fall away. Tough shot, no good. Air ball, rebound control by Dessou. Here goes Texas with it up by 2. Passing off to a cutter. Straight down the lane. Scores. Count it in the blocking foul. Timmy Allen, head full of steam right there, driving right into Caleb Lohner to the hoop, and it will be a bucket good for Allen, plus the foul. Patrick, welcome back in the stream from Jamaica. Thanks so much for joining in again. Yeah, that's just a tough one right there. Lohner inside a key. Timmy Allen just sneaks around him as Lohner tried to take the charge. Lohner got clipped at an angle trying to set his feet on Timmy Allen, and Allen up to 6 now in this game for Texas. Free throw, missed off the rim short. Lohner pulls down the defensive rebound. 12:35 remaining in the first. Baylor down by 4, looking to see if they can put points on the board here. Their three-point shooting has been a big factor. Jumper at the elbow, missed off the rim. Offensive rebound, though. Over the top by Josh Ajunawua. So we have a rebound fall picked up here by Texas. It's going to be charged to, I believe that's Marcus Carr. Through traffic, they will charge. So Baylor will get the inbound. Bears struggling as of late. They were hot early on, but now just 4 of 14 shooting from the floor. Circle around looking for the inbound. They move it out to the wing. Stripped downhill was Keontae George. It's a turnover pass ahead of the pack. Texas leads in with a layup on the fast break. 2 points off the turnover. Tyrese Hunter right to the rim scores. And this is an aggressive Texas team. Scrappy defensive team, and they can get to the rim as well in a hurry with these guards. Flagler shoots the 3 straight away. Nothing but nylon. He drills it. Swoosh by Adam Flagler. Just such a sweet touch in that 3-ball made. That's his 173rd career 3-point shot made here at Baylor. Dylan DeSue. Handoff around the perimeter to Arterio Morris. First time into the game for the 5-star freshman top 20 recruit Morris. Step back jumper. Deep 2. Splash. That's through. What a shot right there by Morris. Kentucky's getting better. Yeah, Kentucky going through some trouble a couple weeks ago. They were missing a couple key players from their lineup, though. Cason Wallace and Jacob Toppins had a pretty large impact in Kentucky this season. They've been much better with those two in the lineup. Severe Wheeler now playing off the bench. We're going to take the media timeout on the floor here. 11-11 left to go in the first right now. 20-15, Texas leads. Arterio Morris with a nice step-back jumper in the last basket made by Texas. Big-time 3 straight away by Adam Flagler to cut into the Texas lead for Baylor. So we take the timeout on the floor right now. Texas up by 5. Tomorrow I plan on being back for Indiana against Maryland, and then Celtics against Nets on Wednesday. Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, man. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, as we're currently on timeout right now. 11:10 left to go in the first. Texas +4 in the glass, currently 11-7 right now in the rebounding numbers. Texas, their defense holding Baylor to shoot the ball low percentage right now from the floor, just 33%. Baylor was rolling early on. They're out to an 8-7 lead, but Texas really stepping up defensively, making it tough as of late. And Baylor just, all they've done is shoot threes and make threes, 4 for 5 from three-point range, whereas the interior, it's suffered right now. Flo Thamba currently in the bench with 2 personal fouls, and Texas just getting to the rim. Their difference makers being their front court players. Timmy Allen having a great game so far, 6 points for him. And then Dylan Mitchell, 3 points, 3 rebounds so far. Everybody getting involved basically for Texas. Couple big baskets on transition. And it's basically been the perimeter guys so far for Baylor. 6 points by LJ Cryer, 3 by Flagler. Jalen Bridges was great early. He's got 5 points currently for Bridges. But Keontae George yet to get going. George missing all 5 shots from the floor so far. All right, so we get back to action right now. Baylor with a basketball at the corner. Cryer dribbles towards his left, turns the corner. Now guarded back to the top of the key. Flo Thamba back into the game for the Bears with 2 personal fouls. Attacking right to the rim, floats up the runner, banks it off the glass and through. Good for 2 by LJ Cryer. And Cryer the hot hand now. He's got 8 points so far for the Bears. 10:45 remaining in the first. Texas passes down low. Morris jumper missed off the back rim. Rebound control by Cryer. Cryer now will slow it down up the floor. Gives it off to Flagler. Off the roll down. His pass deflected. Intercepted by Texas. Tyrese Hunter with a steal. Pass off to Morris. Right at the rim. Scores. And that's 2 more off the fast break. Texas just benefiting from these turnovers right now for Baylor. So we approach the 10:15 mark remaining. Before halftime, George yet to score, missing all 5 shots so far. Flagler sends it out to the corner, deflected out of bounds though. Some great defense. Tyrese Hunter, active hands there, able to get a fingertip on it, deflected it out of bounds. .10:07 left to play in the first. Baylor will get the inbounds. Cryer off the handoff, takes the 3, missed off the back rim. A rebound control by Hunter. As we have 10 minutes even now before halftime. Hunter at the top of the key, makes the pass to the corner, deflected, intercepted by Bridges for Baylor. Bridges sends it off to George. George with a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Tipped off the glass. Rebound control by Texas once again. Had a good look, but Keontae George not able to send the 3 down. And Carr will slow down the possession here for Texas. As we approach the 9:30 mark left to go. Carr receives it at the baseline. Carr backs his way. A low block from Marcus Carr. Swings it out to the wing. Up fake around the perimeter. Passing off the roll down through contact and fouled. Is Christian Bishop. And Bishop now will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. The clock will stop with 9:22, with Jalen Bridges picking up the shooting foul. Two free throws now at the line for Christian Bishop. First one missed off the back rim. Second free throw right down the middle. So a 6-point lead by Texas. Texas has made the last 5 of 6 shots from the floor. Baylor just 3 of 12. So they've been stumped, especially inside the interior. Texas making this game tough. Passing off the roll down. Thamba at the rim. Couldn't finish. A little bit of help there with a tip in. That is through, though, by Jalen Bridges. So able to get help on the interior that time. Flo Thamba out on the floor playing with 2 personal fouls currently for the Bears. Bounce past Texas. They work their way into the key. Move it back out to the wing. 3 on its way. Splash. Tyrese Hunter sends it down off the assist by Bishop. Great ball movement there by the Longhorns as they moved it into the key and then out to the wing. Bears with the ball. They put the ball into the hands of Cryer. Cryer with 12 on the shot clock, 8.5 on the game clock before halftime. Bounce pass Thamba, handoff back to Cryer. Cryer, dribble, drive, attacks, right down the lane inside, missed off the glass, tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Longhorns. It'll stay Baylor ball now as the clock will stop with under 9. Baylor with just 4 points in the paint in this game. Texas with 8. Inbound sails to the backcourt. Able to pick it up, though, for Baylor. Referees say it's okay. Here goes Cryer once again. Attacks, and he will draw the foul. And that's charged to Bishop here as the clock will stop with 8:10. Hey, best of luck there for Director. Best of luck on that. So you got Texas money line, 2 other ones. They got for parlay round robin on the 7-point teaser bet. Texas +3, Virginia +2-1. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Iowa State. Iowa State should be able to have it tonight against Texas Tech. I'll look at that score the next time we get to the timeout. I'll update you guys on that game. Baylor off the inbound. 8 minutes left to go. Tough shot. Fading away towards his left. Missed off the rim. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears. Keontae George struggling so far tonight. Texas's defense really locking up, especially inside the interior. 7:56 left to go. We got a timeout taken on the floor here. 26-19 Texas. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen pictures of Pebble Beach. It's so nice. Hey, thanks for the update there, DJ. So right now, Iowa State up over Texas Tech 28-16 with about 4.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Yeah, there's a big drop-off between number 9 and number 10 in the Big 12 this year. Like Texas Tech, dead last in the conference. Their best wins against bottom Power 5 conference teams. They beat LSU, Georgetown, Louisville. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Director. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, both NBA and college hoops here on the channel. Points just hard to come by in this game in the paint. Texas' defense just really locking up Baylor so far today. Everybody making solid contributions out on the floor. 6 points by Timmy Allen, 5 by Tyrese Hunter, 4 from the bench by Arterio Morris, 3 each by Marcus Carr and Dylan Mitchell. And then for Baylor, it's been all about their three-point game early on. They went 4 for 5 to start off from three-point range. Now just they're 4 for 7, 57% from 3, but just nothing going on in the interior. in terms of scoring so far today. It's been all backcourt scoring, basically, besides Jalen Bridges. He's got 5 for Baylor. LJ Cryer, top scorer with 8. Adam Flagler with 3, but Keontae George yet to get going. He's missed all 7 shots from the floor. Yeah, a lot of surprising results there from Saturday, Big 12 SEC Challenge. Especially Oklahoma destroying Alabama. All right, so we get back to action here. Under 8 minutes left to go in the first. Texas gets the inbounds. Pass midcourt with Tyrese Hunter. Sends it off to Morris, defended by Cryer at the wing. Bounce pass, down low block. Goes to Bishop. Bishop puts up the shot, missed off the glass, too strong. And the rebound control by Thamba. They have number 3 now into the game, Dale Bonner for Baylor. Wide open jumper by the Bears, and they couldn't convert on it, though. And an opening with Jalen Bridges. He made the first 3 of the night, but wasn't able to get that one to drop. Timmy Allen, top of the free throw circle. Pass out to his left to Hunter. Back over to Allen. Crossover. Takes Thamba down inside the lane. High arcing shot and scores up and in off the backboard by Timmy Allen. Allen so far the player of the game tonight. He's up to 8 points. 3 for 4 shooting from the floor. 7 minutes remaining before halftime. Largest deficit now for the Bears. Cryer towards his left around the perimeter. Dribbles up into the key. Up fake, slides it out to the wing. Bonner. Kick out to the right wing. Catch and fire 3. Flagler connects on it. That's what they're going to have to do to get themselves back in the game. Texas at the bottom of the conference. And perimeter defense, Adam Flagler, 6 points. 2 for 2 from 3-point range. As they got one of the top perimeters in all college basketball for this Baylor team. Between Flagler and Cryer. Keontae George yet to find a shot so far, and despite that, they're down by 6 with the top scorer not getting going. Allen moves it out to the wing. Hunter with a 3, missed off the back rim. We get a whistle on the fall, though, picked up on the floor, and that will be charged to Texas. That's on the rebound by the Longhorns. Yeah. Baylor looking to get back into an open 3 straight away. Bonner missed off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Bridges, though. Back out to the top. Here's a 3. Flagler missed off the rim. Tipped off the glass by Bridges. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Texas. So still, they'll have opportunities here for Baylor with 6 minutes left. Two shots for second chancers, but weren't able to send any of them down. They'll try it again. Baylor, 7 quad 1 victories. That's number 1 behind Kansas this season for most quad 1 wins currently in the nation. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Dale Bonner, the inbound passer. Out to the baseline. Jumper. That's a make by LJ Cryer. He has been able to keep Baylor right in this game. First player to double digits tonight with 10 for Cryer. Missed off the back rim by Morris with a 3. Goes back to Baylor for the rebound. Looking to push it. Bonner. Around the outside, going to slow it down. Over to Cryer. With 5.5 left to go. Step back 3 in the air. Cryer off the back rim, missed. Rebound pulled down by Dessou. So Texas will slow down their possession now, and now they'll attack right to the rim. Tough take, no good. Soaring up with a putback, though. Dylan Dessou off the miss by Hunter. Soars up with a right hand, throws it down. And that was a tough one because there were, I believe, 2 defenders right underneath the rim for Baylor as well, trying to go up for that rebound, and Dessou just leaned forward, soaring up, and threw it down with defenders at the rim. Out to the corner. Spin move by Bridges. Dribbles into the key. Turns the corner with the right hand. Scores in the layup. That's through for 2. Big response back for the Bears. It's only a 4-point game. Seems like it's been more, though, as of lately, because Baylor was down by 9, and Texas turns it over the baseline. Out of bounds by Timmy Allen, trying to tiptoe the baseline, and his drive to the hoop. It will go back to Baylor. Nano, welcome to the stream. I took Baylor in this one. Close game. Let's see. I got Baylor by 1 for my prediction. 75-74. Might go a little bit under that based on how it's looking right now. Christian, welcome back in, bud. Baylor down by 4, currently looking to cut it inside the key. Bounce pass. Flagler sets up the jumper, and that's a make for the Bears, number 15. Josh Ajoni-Wuna knocks down the jumper from Nigeria. Cuts it to a 2-point game now with Keontae George yet to really get rolling. A positive sign here for the Bears to battle back. Texas approaching 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Serge Jabari Rice passes off to Allen, handoff back over to Rice around the perimeter. Defended by Bonner. Dribble drive attack. Lost it. Turns it over. Here goes Baylor looking to push it up the floor to get a 2-on-1. Bonner right to the rim. Huge block from behind, though. They're going to call a shooting foul in Texas. And this will send Dale Bonner to the free throw line shooting 2. Before his 2 shots, we'll have a timeout taken on the floor here for the media break. 30-28 to score. Under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. We get a ball game here, folks. Texas 30, Baylor 28. I'll go Clemson in that game. Miami struggled on the road this season. A lot of those ACC teams that keep on winning games, usually the home teams, a lot of those games down to the wire close, where the home team might get like the benefit of the call or so. Bryce, welcome back in. Yeah, I was shocked that UConn hasn't dropped out yet. Yeah, unfortunate for Michigan. That game was massive against Purdue. Looking like the NIT most likely now for Michigan this year. Yeah, UConn at 24 still in the top 25 because they've been struggling lately. And then Auburn going down 10 spots for them. Wasn't sure if they'd be in the top 25 after last week's collapse for Auburn. Kind of shocking because they haven't really beat like quality opponents for them. That's the thing. I thought by this rate that Illinois would be back in there. They've been playing much better lately. And NC State has got a pretty good record for them this season. It's just quality victories against opponents. That's the thing, because they've got good wins at home, but just whenever they played on the road, haven't really got that quality road win for NC State. But I thought that they'd be better than some of these teams in the pack with them, like New Mexico, UNC, Charleston. I thought they'd be above those teams. Yeah, I think they're going to have to go on like a 10-game winning streak for Michigan because that loss against Central Michigan hurts terribly. That's why. Once you pick up like a loss like that, like I don't know what quad that is, but it must be like a quad 3 for Michigan for that Central Michigan loss. It's either a quad 3 or quad 4. That's a bad loss. Like You have to put together, after that, you have to put together like the best record you possibly can. And that's not happening right now for Michigan. They've had chances to win these games, and now the chances against teams are like dwindling because there's teams that you can see that's clearly not going to make the bracket out of the Big Ten lately. I don't think Ohio State will be there, and neither will Wisconsin be, most likely. Both of those teams just Man, they just dropped right off. Both of those teams, Ohio State and Wisconsin, just have like collapsed lately. Wow. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Laws. So Iowa State leading 39-22 at halftime over Texas Tech. And that's a home game for Texas Tech, too. So we get back to action here. Dale Bonner, 2 free throws at the line for Baylor. 3:51 remaining in the first. First one is good. Second one around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Texas in the 1-point lead. Timmy Allen gives it off to Carr. Carr at the top, guarded by Cryer. Bounce pass Cunningham. Cunningham looking to pass it off. Moves it over to Dessou inside the key. Dessou moves it down low, and that's a bucket inside the post. Timmy Allen up in and off the glass. He's got 10. Baylor can tie it up with a 3. They've been able to drill threes in this game. 42% from the perimeter, 5 of 12 currently. Flagler at the top. He has made 2 of those threes tonight. Flagler towards his left double team. Moves it out to his right around the perimeter to Cryer. Cryer passes out to the corner. Catch and fire 3. Dale Bonner. That sail is wide of the rim. Off the mark, no good. Picked up down the far side with a rebound by Jabari Rice for Texas. And this pass gets picked off. Cross-court pass. Poor decision by the Longhorns, leading to the fast break dunk. Two-handed flush by Dale Bonner. 1-point game now. That's just a great job to jump the route, intercept the pass by Dale Bonner. Nice read. Allen at the elbow, guarded by Bridges. 2.5 left to go. Allen, cross-court pass, right corner, up fake Jabari Rice, moves it out to Carr. Up fake at the right wing. Carr dribbles, drives, attacks, swings it out to the left wing. Allen dribbles up to the key, takes the jumper, and makes it by Timmy Allen. Been the player of the game so far. Great decision-making with his shooting attempts, and Timmy Allen making the most out of his opportunities tonight. He's got 12 points, shooting 5 for 6 from the floor. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Bonner sends it on top, off to Cryer, into the hands of Flagler now at the top of the key. Flagler guarded by Allen, takes a deep range 3, off the rim missed, and the rebound controlled by Dessou for Texas. Hot seat right now, I'm looking at the Pac-12. Stanford's head coach, Jared Haas. I think it's Mark Fox of Cal, and Wayne Tinkle of Oregon State. So 3 coaches in the Pac-12 at least. As we will have a blocking foul charge here by number 15 of Baylor on the floor for Josh Ojianowua. This will send Texas to the free throw line, coming up shooting 2 with 1:38 before half. Fig Nation, welcome in. Also, Chris Holtman out of Ohio State. That's another one that's in a really, really big-time hot seat right now. Looking like they're going to miss the bracket. It's probably not going to be, like, many coaches that get fired this year, because I think we've seen, like, a lot of coaches previously get fired last couple seasons. First one's good. Jabari Rice, the one who makes the free throw. Second free throw, and that goes in. So 56% from the floor right now by Texas when a minute and a half left to go before halftime. Baylor staying in this game because they made 5 threes in this first half. Points in the paint, 14-8 in favor of the Longhorns currently. Turns the corner jumper at the free throw circle. Swoosh. That's a make by Keontae George. Finally on the board for the Bears tonight. So George really struggled. Missed his first 7 shots from the floor. Makes his 8th, though, as he records his first 2 points of the game now for Keontae. If he pops off in the second half, this could be a big, big difference here for Baylor to soar up. 3-point shot missed by Sir Jabari Rice. Offensive rebound, though, by Cunningham. Out to Rice. Out fake into the key. Draws contact. Floats it up and fouled. As Sir Jabari Rice will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Yeah, tough season here for Mark Adams this year for year 2. I still think it's pretty early on for him, but I think year 3 is going to be the difference maker. If he has a bad season in year 3, it's over. But can't win a Big 12 game. I don't think anybody expected Texas Tech to be this terrible this year. Getting crushed tonight against Iowa State in a home game for Texas Tech right now. Do I think Tom Izzo will retire soon? Yeah, probably sometime like later in the decade, probably for him. I think probably like the most prominent head coach that will retire soon will be Jim Boeheim for Syracuse. Wouldn't shock me if he retires at the end of this year, honestly. Sir Jabari Rice heading to the free throw line. 2 shots for Texas now. And they're also into the bonus. Baylor's also into the bonus as well. First one to make. And second one's good. 50 seconds left to go. 5-point game with Baylor having the basketball. George around the perimeter takes the 3, and he drills it. Nice job off the crossover, creating space there by Keontae George, heating up at the right time currently. As Texas will burn a timeout now. 38.8 seconds remaining. That's a massive 3 by Keontae George towards his right around the perimeter. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Great first half going on tonight in the Battle of Texas. Timmy Allen, top scorer, 12 points for the Longhorns. 10 points by L.J. Cryer, leading the way for Baylor. Jalen Bridges got 9. And a quick 5 by Keontae George after missing his first 7 shots from the floor. He's made his last 2. Alabama will probably most likely get a 2 for Alabama. Yeah, that loss against Oklahoma on Saturday really hurts. Because they were like one of the top 1 seeds. I would go with UConn in that game against Miami. UConn is a much, much bigger team. I think like physicality and size for UConn would play a factor in winning that game. So Miami I think they go with a 4-guard small ball lineup for them. I got to see them play against Maryland back in Mohegan Sun, and Maryland destroyed them on the glass. And in no means is Maryland like a tall team. Like Maryland is one of the smaller Big Ten teams, like equivalent to Michigan State. This Miami team's one of the smallest in the nation or so, because they're at the bottom of the pack in rebounding, and I just think Sanogo would destroy Miami if they played each other in a tournament. Jabari Rice called an offensive foul back from the timeout, driving right into Caleb Lohner. The ball go right back to Baylor. Huge call on the floor right there. .1 seconds left to go. Baylor gets the inbound. Shot clock turned off. Pass midcourt with Keontae George. 12 seconds left to go before halftime. George heating up at the right moment for Baylor. We'll see if they can take the lead. 5 seconds. George dribbles up to the elbow. Now to the baseline. Floats to the shot. Comes out well short. Texas with a basketball. Outlet pass to the buzzer. They couldn't put up a shot off in time. But the defense for Texas stumping Baylor early on. Baylor starting to make a comeback. It's a 2-point lead for the Longhorns going into halftime. 38-36 now. Baylor in a 6-game winning streak. Texas looking to bounce back and get into the W column after playing a tough opponent, Tennessee, on the road on Saturday. Really a great matchup so far. We've got Baylor hanging in because of the three, as Texas taking the ball right to the rim, scoring points off turnovers, scoring points in the paint. That's how Texas has been able to operate with their points today. Timmy Allen, 12 points, 5 for 6, all from 2. 6 points from the bench by Serge Jabari Rice. He's got 4 of those points at the free throw line. 2 steals by Tyrese Hunter with 5 points so far in the first half for Hunter. Ten points by L.J. Cryer, leading the way for Baylor. He's made 2 threes. Flagler's made 2 threes. And Jalen Bridges made a 3. Keontae George up to 5, with there's 5 being late. Yeah, he's only got 3 so far by Carr. He's only attempted 2 shots. Oh, man, good question there. I'd probably take Michigan in that game. Yeah, I just like Hunter Dickinson in that matchup against Ohio State. You know, Ohio State's got some really bad losses in conference play. I believe they lost a home game against Minnesota. Joe, welcome in. I took Baylor by 1 tonight. Iowa State pouncing all over Texas Tech tonight, 39-22 at halftime. The Cyclones leading, up by 17 at the half. Yeah, I was kind of shocked that UConn's still in the top 25 this week. Yeah, I thought Illinois should have been in the top 25 for them. They only got 1 loss against Indiana, who's playing out of their mind right now. Yeah, Illinois started and turned a corner so far for them. They should be able to get on a run even more. They got their upcoming opponents, Nebraska. They got a game at Iowa. If they come out with that one's massive. They're able to win at Iowa, and then hosting Minnesota. So 2 of those certainly capable of winning. Nebraska and Minnesota both at home for Illinois. Yeah, it's crazy. And Providence beat UConn. Yeah, Providence just disrespected by the rankings. I don't think people realize how far they've come. It all needed to take time because they're built off of transfers. Bryce Hopkins, Devin Carter, they've really come a long way. It just doesn't happen overnight. Didn't happen early on in the season. I got to see them in that game that they lost against St. Louis. That's their worst loss of the season. After that, everything's been bounced back for them. The Big East got some serious teams that can make a deep run, make some noise in the bracket. Yeah, it's quite interesting. A lot of these Big East teams, they're scoring a bunch this year. Marquette, I think Marquette's like the top scoring team in terms of offensive efficiency right now for them. Xavier, is one of the top scoring teams as well this season. Providence plays Xavier next. That's going to be massive. I think Florida's... They're not on the bubble currently. They're like away from the bubble for them. So they got a lot of work that they have to do. Yeah, it's kind of a bit disappointing for Florida because they brought back Colin Castleton. I know a lot of the other players that they brought in though were transfers. That's the thing. Yeah, 12-9 right now for Florida. They just need to beat teams to get them like signature wins. They got a good win though against Mizzou. They need more of that though. Like the opportunities that's been thrown at them to win these games, they've come up empty against quality opponents. Lost against Xavier, lost against UConn, lost against West Virginia, Oklahoma, and K-State. They're 0-3 against the Big 12. And they also lost against Florida Atlantic. So they've got wins against like bottom tier SEC teams, South Carolina, Mississippi State, LSU, Georgia. They did beat Missouri. But I guess the thing about Florida, that the reason why they're not close to the not close to the bracket right now, because in the manner that these Big 12 teams beat Florida, that's the thing. K-State won by 14, Oklahoma won by 9, and this one really hurts. It was a neutral court game. West Virginia won by 29 against Florida. That loss really hurts. So West Virginia, they put themselves up into the bracket once again. That team's getting better right now for West Virginia. At the bottom of the Big 12, Oklahoma shredded Alabama. West Virginia able to win against Auburn. It's a tough place to play. Yeah, I've been shocked about Marquette this year, how well they've done for them. I'd probably take Marquette too. That team's a scoring machine. I did not expect that at all. That team is mostly like sophomores, juniors on the Marquette team. Now, Xavier's deep. Xavier beat Marquette, but that was a home game for Xavier, so they beat Marquette by 4. I just think Marquette's going to win that home game back against Xavier. That's the thing, because Xavier lost by 17 against Creighton, which Creighton's a team to definitely keep an eye on. Their record's just so misleading. They played like the toughest schedule in America. 13-8 for Creighton. Yeah, 13-8. They've won 4 in a row. They'll probably win their next 3. They got coming up Georgetown, Villanova, and then Seton Hall in their next 3. So you're looking at a Creighton team that could potentially go on a 7-game winning streak, entering a home game against UConn, against a UConn team really needing a victory by by February 11th. By that time. Because right now, UConn is just 2-6 in their last 8 games. They're still in the top 25, despite being 5-6 in the Big East right now. It's kind of shocking because they've lost couple of these losses like inexcusable against teams that's not even close to the bracket too. They lost a home game against St. John's. That one, just that's a tough one. They lost by 11 against St. John's, but they got the easiest week out of all the Big East teams. They got DePaul and Georgetown. Problem is, both of those games are on the road, and Xavier lost to DePaul. Yeah, I think that was their second road game for Florida Atlantic. Lost at Ole Miss, and then their next game they bounced back, beat Florida. Baylor still in this game right now, despite shooting just 39% from the floor, and Texas shooting the ball 54% from the floor in that first half. And also Texas +7 on the glass, 22-15. As we have just closed out at halftime, we're gonna go to the second half in a couple of minutes from now in this game. Perimeter shooting really helping out Baylor keep themselves in today. So they've got 12 points greater than Texas from the perimeter. 6 of 15 in the first half by Baylor. Texas just 2 of 7 from the outside. That's the reason why Baylor's right in this game. If they made all their free throws, they'd be right now tied up at halftime. Baylor 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Texas 8 of 11 right now. All right, thanks so much all for patiently waiting. We're about to get rolling here. Second half, couple minutes from now, finally. Second half's begun between Iowa State and Texas Tech. Iowa State winning by a ton, 20-point lead for the road Cyclones over Texas Tech. The score is 50-30 right now with under 16 minutes left to play. Fear God Channel, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my prediction was Baylor by 1 in this game today. Keontae George started to get into a rhythm last, 3 minutes remaining before halftime. So, if he can pick off where he left off for Keontae George, I think the Bears have a good chance in this game because they've been shooting the ball extremely poor. But right in this game because of made threes in that first half. Yeah, if they get hot from the perimeter, the hot hand will go over to Baylor to win it. Yeah, they've been terrible. Their best wins have been against the 3 worst Power 5 teams, basically, or major conference opponents. These are their best wins. They beat LSU on Saturday. I guess everybody thought they were going to turn the corner. LSU's been awful. LSU hasn't won a conference game since their first game they won against Arkansas. And then they lost against, so they beat LSU, and then they beat Georgetown and Louisville. That's 2 of the worst major conference teams, and then another one at the bottom alongside. So here we go, back to action. Baylor with the basketball first. They made just 8 twos, and they made 6 threes in the first half for the Bears. Thamba receives the pass, low block, puts it up, and zips it through. Good for 2 to start it off for the Bears. Float Thamba inside the low post as we got Dylan Dessou down in the hardwood right now in some pain as he was the one defending Float Thamba. See, was there an elbow right here? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there was an elbow by Thamba to the chin of Dessou. Dessou went down. No call by the refs there. So they got the bucket for Baylor, 38-38. The referees did not see that elbow to the chin. Yeah, I think probably Edey's going to go to the draft after this season. Yeah, they get the longest winning streak right now in the Big 12. Texas has the ball past midcourt. So we get back to action. 19.5 left to go. First possession here for the Longhorns in the second half. Bounce pass out to the elbow as it goes over to Timmy Allen. Allen at the baseline off a double team. Allen moves it out to the wing. Hunter passes on top to Carr. Carr with just 2 shot attempts in the first half. 5 in the shot clock. Carr crossover, dribbles up inside the key, floats up the runner off the back rim, no good. Put back dunk, soared up. That is through with the right hand. Dylan Mitchell with explosiveness, throwing it down with a right-handed putback. Texas by 2. 19 minutes left to go. 1 minute through the second half. Thanks so much, Fear God Kennel. Appreciate it, man. Out to the corner, receiving the pass, Bridges. His pass deflected, stolen away. Carr comes up with a steal for Texas. Up the floor, Carr looking to push it. Carr guarded around the perimeter by Thamba. Sends it off to the elbow, into the hands now of Allen. Passes corner to Sue, out to the wing. It goes for a 3, rattles through. Tyrese Hunter drops down the 3 ball. Great passing around the perimeter right there by Texas. Texas playing with the energy right now, getting the crowd involved as they are up on their feet here in Austin. Baylor with the ball. George at the top. Moves it out to Flagler. Flagler back into the hands to George now. 18-10 left to go. Makes the pass to the right wing. Cryer dumps it down low. Thamba gets blocked by Dylan Mitchell. Mitchell right now taking over this game for Texas. 18 minutes remaining. Over to Mitchell at the free throw circle. Lobs, has position, puts it up, gets fouled. And Dylan Dessou will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 17:57 left to go. That's going to be Baylor's first of the second half picked up. And that huge putback dunk with the right hand by Dylan Mitchell, giving this crowd here new life. Pumped up for the Texas Longhorns. 2 free throws at the line. First one missed by Dessou. 79% free throw shooter in the season. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, both of college hoops and also the NBA. Second free throw, a make by Dessou. 6-zip run by Texas now. 9 of 13 at the free throw line. Baylor's just gone twice tonight where they're 2 of 4. Bears have the ball. Flagler dribbles up to the elbow, takes the jumper, missed it. Air ball to the right of the rim. It went, rebound by Texas. Tyrese Hunter swings it over to Allen. Allen attacks, jumper, fall away, low block, rattles in. Timmy Allen, have yourself a night right there. That's a tough shot as he makes it. 14 points by Timmy Allen. He's currently the top scorer in the game. And a timeout taken on the floor now by Scott Drew of Baylor. 8-zip run by Texas in the last 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 46-38 right now is the Longhorns lead. The Bears will take a timeout, and that putback dunk by Dylan Mitchell just pumped up this crowd, and it's been all Texas ever since. Wow, we got almost 50 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and hit us up out in the chat who you guys are rooting for out here in tonight's game. Texas or Baylor? Type it in. Hook 'em, sick 'em, type it in out in the chat. And yeah, make sure to vote as well. Right now, Baylor leading the vote total votes right now, but it's close. Timmy Allen, top scorer tonight, 14.6 of 7 shooting from the floor. Texas dominating the low post in this game. Baylor hanging in with the perimeter shots, but yet to make a 3 so far to the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds approximately of the second half for the Bears. Plus 10 on the rebounds right now for Texas, 25-15. That's been the defensive rebounds, the big component there for Texas, 19-9, because their defense stumping Baylor, especially inside the interior. Baylor shooting worse than 2 than they're shooting from 3. Baylor 40% from 3, but their total combined field goal shooting percentage is only 38.5%, which makes it lower from 2 in this game. They're 6 of 15 from 3, but from 2-point range, they've only made 9 twos throughout the entire course of the night, whereas Texas shooting lights out tonight, 57% from the floor right now. One of the other games going on currently, Iowa State leading Texas Tech 59-38 with about 11 and a half minutes left to go. Man, Texas Tech just really fell off a cliff this season for them. Timmy Allen, top player tonight, dribbling up to the low block, fall away, drills the shot, 14 points as we see in the last replay, how he did it. We get back to action, 17:22 left to go. Baylor will get the inbound in their front court. Flagler receives the inbound pass for the Bears. Timmy Allen surpassing his season average of 10.5 right now. Out to the wing. Here's a 3 taken by Bridges, missed off the mark, offensive rebound by Thamba, puts it up as he's double-teamed through contact, and Thamba gets fouled. So Flo Thamba will shoot 2 now at the free throw line for Baylor. This will only be their 3rd trip tonight at the free throw line throughout the entire course of this game. They're 2 for 4 on free throws. First free throw. No good off the back rim, too long. And Thamba just a 62% free throw shooter here. Second one's critical. And he hits the second one, so that's good. 50% as a team, though, at the line. 3 of 6 now for Baylor. Free throws just haven't been their strong suit this season either. As Texas able to break the full court pressure. Takes it past midcourt, deflected. Out of bounds, though. Nice effort by Flagler as he rolls right into the courtside seats, trying to come up with a steal, but wasn't able to track it down in time, but still a great effort by Adam Flagler. It will stay Longhorns ball. 17:03 left to go. Texas will get the inbound. Allen sends it off to Hunter. Hunter, Allen, Dessou, Carr, and Mitchell. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Texas. Dessou dribbles up to the key. Bounce pass down low. Missed the mark. It's a turnover. Looking to fit it into a tight window to a cutting Dylan Mitchell. Cutting baseline. That'll be Texas's 8th turnover. Baylor with just 3 turnovers tonight. They take care of the basketball well for the Bears. They've attempted 10 more shots tonight than Texas. 40 attempted shots by Baylor. 30 by Texas so far. Off the screen at the top, Flagler hands it off to Cryer. Back out to the top of the key, George. Deep range 3, missed off the rim, and the rebound back to Texas. Baylor just not going inside the interior lately. Jacking up 3s, and they are still in the cold from the perimeter in the second half. Spin move down the lane. High arcing shot, missed off the glass, too tall by the Longhorns, by Hunter. Pass gets picked off, though, as Baylor looking to push it up the floor. Will go right back to Texas with a steal by Dessou. Corner 3. He was out in the open. Hunter couldn't drill it. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Allen of Texas. 16:07 left to go. Tyrese Hunter in a little bit of pain. So he got knocked down hard on his drive to the hoop on a layup attempt we see here. Hunter off the spin move. Yeah, he fell down hard in his backside by Hunter. He's going to check out of the game right now by Hunter. Was able to walk up out of his own power for him, but he's on the bench currently. Serge Jabari Rice comes in first time tonight. Jumper at the free throw circle. Flagler missed too long, and Baylor just breaking their shots right now. They are stagnant offensively. Jameson, welcome back in, bud. I went to a couple of games earlier this season. I'm kind of booked for the next few weeks for me, unfortunately, for that. So, unfortunately, I can't watch games in person. I've done a lot of announcing games for me, so I haven't gone to a D1 game since November. Driving baseline to the rim. They couldn't finish with Flagler. Tipped out to the wing. 3 on his way for Baylor. They missed that 3 as well by George. As we have a rebound fall on the floor picked up by Texas. The clock will stop with 15-13. Baylor just cannot make any of their shots as of late. That number was at 38% shooting. It's dipped down to under 36 now as a team. We'll have a timeout taken on the floor here. 46-39 with 15:24 left to go. Texas up by 7 against Baylor. Yeah, they've just had the looks, but they can't send them down. They've had just awful shots being put up in the second half. A lot of these shots just going over the rim or missing off the back rim too long. These guys just cannot get in the rhythm, even though they've got some space on the floor. Yeah, all depends about the matchups. Potentially Elite 8 for Texas, I would think. Hey, there's a large grouping of these Big 12 teams that can get to Elite 8. All depends about who they're matched up with. That's the thing. Sweet 16-ish, Elite 8. Yeah, I think they definitely win their first round matchup. Shouldn't be a problem with that, unless there's a tough draw in there. But the thing about, especially Texas, the physicality really stands out for this team. This team is physical. They got dogs out on the perimeter for them. Serge-Jabari Rice, one of the top lockdown guys in the conference. Yeah, I think probably around Final Four for UCLA. That would be their ceiling in the bracket. Now, the thing about them is that they've got smashed against teams that's like bigger, stronger, more physical this season. But if they hit all the matchups correct, then things could go their way. It's basically like all matchup based. But one thing that UCLA does, like, better than a lot of teams, they take care of the basketball, and they'll put you in like a low scoring game, and they'll test the patience out of a lot of teams. That's the thing. Like, a lot of teams are gonna want to like go up the floor quickly, and if they start to miss their shots, it just goes right into the favor of UCLA. Because of the style that they play with. Miss Lipnot fan, welcome to the stream. Taking Tennessee all the way this year. Looking really good right now as Flagler. Nice dump off. Lohner got blocked. We do have a whistle, though, in the fall. It's charged to Texas. We get back to action with 15:08 left to go. That'll be... I think it's going to be charged to... Okay, it's on Dylan Mitchell before the shot attempt. So it's on Dylan Mitchell before the shot attempt. The foul was called. Inbound for Baylor. Dale Bonner. Moves it out to the top. George shoots the three. George hits it through. That's good. Keontae George, couple big buckets right before halftime. He's up to 8 now. Makes his second three of the night. That's how Baylor's going to be able to stay in this game. As Texas takes the shot, that comes out well short. Tapped to the bounds, far side of the floor. It will be Bears basketball. 14:38 left to go. Baylor will have it back, just trailing by 4. Seems like they're down by like miles, but they're only down by 4 points. They were down by 9 points. They were down at one point in the first half. That's the largest lead of the game. Texas by 9. Cryer hands it off to George around the perimeter. George defended at the top. Drives, attacks, right to the rim, missed the layup. Offensive rebound, putback opportunity, missed off the rim, though, for the Bears as there's a loose ball in the corner. And so we'll get tapped out of bounds. The referee's going to say here, who's got possession now? They're going to stay on Baylor's side of the floor, so this will be Bears basketball. So Baylor will get the inbound, 14:19 left to go. Incredible hustle on the 50-50 ball by both of these teams. Bears get the inbound. All the way to the backcourt. Stolen away. Dylan Mitchell with a steal. And he draws the foul from behind by Lohner. Heads up play there by Mitchell with a hustle. Off the inbound. Battles with Lohner. Able to pick it off. Got stripped at the rim, and Mitchell here will shoot. At the free throw line, 2 shots. So 2 free throws now by Mitchell. Off the fall, picked up from behind by Lohner, and he airballed the free throw. Wow, Dylan Mitchell just airballed the free throw. Second free throw. That one he missed off the back rim. Just thinking too much of the free throw line. It's on his home floor, too. Second one was much more high arcing, but it missed off the back rim too strong. George now with the ball for Baylor. They went empty that trip by Mitchell for Texas. 14 minutes left to play. George at the edge of the Texas logo. Gives it off to Bonner. Bonner moves it out to his right around the perimeter to Cryer. Cryer guarded by Jabari Rice. Bounce pass at the top. They will move it over to George. George pass off to a cutter. Baseline. They will not count the bucket, though. That will be a turnover by Baylor. Caleb Lohner cutting baseline. They will call a travel, though, by the Bears. Dylan Mitchell will head back towards the bench. Texas has been on a 4-minute field goal drought right now. Yet to make a shot in the past 4 minutes. They back their way with Timmy Allen. Takes the turnaround jumper. He sinks it. What a night. Keeps on rolling. 48-42 now. Timmy Allen. Impressive game here. 13-15 left to go. Out to the wing to Lohner. Lohner slides it across the floor to Keontae George. George at the top takes the three. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down through traffic by the Longhorns by Sir Jabari Rice. They give it out to the wing. Up fake. Carr slides to his left. Shoots the three. To the left of the rim. He missed it though. Another chance. Rice with a three. Drills it. And Texas goes up to a 9-point lead. Tied for the largest one tonight. Second chance points, 3 of those right there for the Longhorns. 16 by Timmy Allen. Sir Jabari Rice coming off the bench. He drills down the 3. Rice is up to 9. And a kicked ball violation charged to the Longhorns. Clock will stop with 12:37 left. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We have substitutions here on the floor currently. Joe, welcome back in. I'll see you during the timeout. Inbound for Baylor. Dale Bonner guarded around the perimeter by Arterio Morris. Now into the game along with Brock Cunningham, Christian Bishop, Sir Jabari Rice, and Tyrese Hunter. And the pass stolen away. Poor pass by L.J. Cryer. Spin move. Taking it right to the rim. Missed it by Texas. And the rebound goes back to Bonner here for Baylor. Outlet pass. Collects it. Blocked from behind. Huge rejection by Arterio Morris. Denying L.J. Cryer with a layup attempt. Dump off. Down low. Big time contact. Flo Thamba goes down hard into the key. And Thamba needs a moment now, as he will shoot 2 at the free throw line as the clock stops with 12:03. What a battle here. Both of these teams giving it 110% hustle right now on the floor. Some massive blocks by Texas. Texas up to 4 blocks now as a team tonight. They're going to take a look at this foul call right now on the floor. They got this up at the monitor. This was hard. Hard foul call. Trying to drive between 2 defenders. Dale Bonner, dump off, Flo Thamba. Oh, yeah, right from behind. Brock Cunningham got him. So Flo Thamba will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. I'm going to release these poll results right now. We got 100 votes even. Thanks so much all for voting. The poll is 54-46 Baylor. Yeah, referee's still looking at this on the floor currently. Brock Cunningham got Flo Thamba pretty hard from behind. All right, so Flo Thamba tonight, 3 points, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. We'll shoot 2 here. We have 12:03 left to go. The first one he makes. Yeah, that win against Wisconsin not looking so great lately. Any wins in the future against like Wisconsin and Ohio State, both of those wins don't look that great compared to like 1.5, 2 months ago, unfortunately. Yeah, those first two though for Joe looking great for your team. Texas and UCLA. Under 12 minutes left to go, Texas up by 7. Top of the key, Brock Cunningham, guarded by Bridges. Cunningham dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bounce pass. Receives it. Bishop, triple teamed. Gets it to go. That's through. Wasn't the prettiest of turnaround shots at the rim as he tried to go for a turnaround dunk, but it bounced his way down either way for 2 points there by Christian Bishop. Back to a 9-point lead. Baylor has it around the perimeter. Cryer, top of the key. 14 on the shot clock for LJ Cryer. Still with the ball. Cryer dribbles up to the mid-block. Takes the shot. Leaning forward. And he connects on it. Rattles in for 2 by LJ Cryer. He's up to 12 points now. Top scorer. Only player tonight for Baylor in double figures. Now into the key. Hunter. Kick out. Corner 3. Morris. Off the rim. Missed by Texas. Rebound control by Thamba. King Markey, welcome back in. Things going well, bud. 11 minutes left to go here in the second. Attacking downhill. Nifty move right to the cup. There is a layup by LJ Cryer for Baylor. Just like that, they cut it to 5. Cryer up to 14 now. Lob down low. Rejected by the bottom part of the glass by Bishop. Gets it back. Moves it out to the top. Attack. Straight hill. Down to the lane. That's a layup with the right hand. Up and in off the glass by Tyrese Hunter. Hunter now up to double figures scoring. He's got 10. Texas by 7 with 10.5 left to go. 16 by Timmy Allen, 10 points now by Tyrese Hunter. Cryer swings it out to the corner. Right baseline dribble by Bonner. Out to Cryer. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. 15-footer leading in. And he will draw the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up now by LJ Cryer for Baylor. The game clock will stop now with under 10.5 left to play. And we'll take a timeout before the free throws. 55-48 currently. Texas holding on to a 7-point lead. $60 in the stream right now. If you guys are new in the channel, first timer, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, both of college hoops and NBA games. Cody, best of luck there, man. Taking Baylor in this one. Yeah, hit us up in the chat who you guys got tonight in this game. Texas or Baylor. Baylor in a 6-game winning streak. Texas got the toughest of the draws on the road against Tennessee on Saturday. So at the top of the Missouri Valley for you, Joe, Southern Illinois and Belmont, records of 9-3 in the MVC. After that, Drake, Bradley, Northern Iowa, 8-4, Murray State, Missouri State, Indiana State. Your Sycamores at 7-5. And then after that, 4 teams on the bottom. So yeah, really competitive. It's got 2 9-3 teams, 3 8-4 teams, and then 3 7-5 teams before there's 2 4-8, 1 1-11, and then Evansville winless at 0-12. Tommy, welcome in. Taking Baylor, plus 4.5 in this one. Yeah, it's been a game of runs tonight. Yeah, they should be able to beat Evansville, definitely then. They're winless in the conference. That guy that you mentioned there, Joe, is ranked 34th in the MVC in scoring. Wanda, welcome in. Quick update on the other score right now. Texas Tech getting the game closer, but still down by double digits. 62-51, Iowa State leads with around 7:20 left to play. So right now we got 10-12 remaining. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Baylor as we come back from the timeout. I have no clue if he leads freshmen. I only went off the stat page on ESPN. I bet if you go onto like the Missouri Valley Conference stat page, go into like the basketball tab, they probably break it down by class, most likely. So a lot of conferences do that. They break it down by like class for scoring next to the player's name by the rankings. First one good at the line for Cryer. Second one he makes as well. 5-point game now, 10-12 remaining. Baylor right in it right now. Quick update in the foul trouble currently for Baylor. 3 personal fouls by Josh Ojianowuna, and then 2 each by Caleb Lohner and Flo Thamba. So 3 front court players with 3 personal fouls or fewer. Texas receives the pass, Euro step, Jabari Rice, and right to the rim gets fouled. This will be 2 coming up at the line for Sir Jabari Rice. So that will be called on Flagler, who picks up the blocking foul. That'll be Flagler's second. 3 personal fouls by Christian Bishop currently. 2 each by Dylan Dessou, Marcus Carr, and Sir Jabari Rice. Rice shooting 2 at the free throw line. Missed the first one, though, off the back rim. Second one rattles in. 10 of 17 at the free throw line tonight for Texas, so they have been struggling. Baylor at 7 for 10 right now. Bridges passes off to Thamba around the perimeter. Looking for somebody to pass it to here. Thamba stumbles, and then a tie-up trying to be assessed here by Bishop as he realizes it comes in. As Flo Thamba stumbled around the perimeter, it's a tie-up, jump ball, possession arrow, Texas. Heads-up play defensively there by Christian Bishop, forcing the tie-up, and Texas will get it back. Yeah, Thamba with that pivot foot just stumbled. That's their 6th second-half turnover. Baylor only had 3 turnovers total in the first half. Driving baseline, kick out to the wing. Rice takes the 3, missed off the back rim with a rebound collected by Bonner. Bonner takes a pass midcourt, pick set by Thamba. Pass off to Thamba, went off his body. Right place, right time, though. Oh, what a lucky play for Baylor. Jalen Bridges off the bobble scores on a lucky play. Haven't scored many 2s tonight, but that is a gift there for the Bears. 9:10 left to go. Rice takes the 3. Oh, he drills it from downtown. Sir Jabari Rice up to 13 points. Trifecta. 9:08 left to go. Massive triple there for Texas as they have been struggling from the perimeter, just 4 for 14 at 28% from three-point range today. Bonner, crossover, circles around the rim, slides it off to Flagler, bobbled it, gets it back. Flagler at the top, under 9 minutes left to go. Flagler towards his left around the perimeter. Flagler lost it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Texas, though, as it will go out by Timmy Allen. It was deflected out of bounds by Allen. It will stay Baylor ball with 6 in the shot clock. Tyrese Hunter checks back into the game. He's got 10 points today, hitting his season average. Off the screen, a three, missed off the fronter by Cryer. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound pulled down by George, and George going up for the putback jumper, and he got contacted and fouled. Keontae George will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 8:36 left to play. %80 this season at the free throw line. Top scorer for Baylor this season for the 5-star freshman. Connects on the first one. And George tonight looking to get to double figures. He's got 9. Second free throw, right down the middle. He does. Puts it back to a 5-point game. Keontae George makes them both. 16 by Cryer, 11 by Bridges, 10 now by George tonight for Baylor. 3 players double figures for Texas, 16 by Timmy Allen, 13 by Sir-Jabari Rice, and 10 by Tyrese Hunter. Hunter at the top of the key, dribbles up to the elbow, swings it across the floor to Allen. Allen gets pushed down. That will be a foul. Bad foul picked up there by Jalen Bridges, just shoving Timmy Allen down from behind at the low block. Now it'll be Baylor's 4th personal foul as a team in the second half. Texas with 6. Texas will get the inbound underneath their hoop. Hunter, the inbound passer. Moves it out to Marcus Carr. Carr's been silent today, just 3 points, 1 of 6 shooting. Carr up fake at the top, guarded by Thamba. Dribbles, drive, kick out to the corner. Hunter takes the 3, halfway down, rattled out, no good though. And the rebound control by George. George will slow it down past midcourt for Baylor. Pass ahead, missed the layup. Huge contact right at the stanchion. No call by the referees. 2 players out of the play right now for Baylor and Texas. They'll get them both back on the floor as Texas slows it down. Dessou, handoff, drive, stumbles. Rice falls out of bounds but got fouled. And the clock will stop with 7:45. As the Bears pick up a reach and fall, defending Sir-Jabari Rice in the dribble drive penetration, getting to the rim. Another timeout right now on the floor, 59-54. 7:45 left to go. Oh, 1 second, check that. I thought it was on Baylor reaching in on the foul. Check that call right there. The log came up. It says Sir-Jabari Rice stepped out of bounds before there was any contact. So that will be called a turnover by Texas. So Texas turnover on the call. It'll go back to Baylor then. Wow, it's a massive call. Michael, welcome to the stream. Yeah, hanging in strong right now in this game. Baylor's been hot lately. Winners of 6 straight, so Texas doing a really good job limiting Baylor. And the big key in this game has been Baylor has just been taken out of their 2-point shooting today. It's been the 3-point shots keeping them right in this game. Texas's defense is just so strong, dominant in the interior tonight. +70 watching. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel play-by-play, both college hoops and NBA, so feel free to join in and be a part of the community. Celtics play at Indiana. That will be on February 23rd on a Thursday night. 7 p.m. Thursday night. February 23. Wow. Now, I haven't checked that score in a while. Wow, Texas Tech cut it to 5. The home team coming back in that game, Iowa State leading 64-59 with 4:47 remaining at Texas Tech. Wow, Texas Tech was down by 20. The score is 50-30 at one point. Texas Tech goes out. They outscore Iowa State now 29-14. So I'll keep you guys posted on that score, 64-59. Iowa State leading Texas Tech with about 4 minutes left to play. Yeah, that was wild on Saturday. $7:45 left to go here. Baylor, 6-game winning streak. Longest winning streak in the Big 12 Conference. Texas had the toughest draw out of any team on Saturday on the road at Knoxville to face top 5 ranked Tennessee. Texas remained at number 10 in the poll. Baylor went up to from 17 to 11. Battle of number 11 versus number 10 tonight for the game of the night. 5-point lead for Texas. Baylor with the ball. 22-6. Texas outscoring Baylor in bench points tonight. Top of the free throw circle. Bridges. Passes to his left. Over to Cryer. At the top of the key, guarded by Carr. Cryer dribbles up to the elbow. Draws a double team. Cryer floats up the shot. Off the rim. Missed. And the rebound controlled by Dylan Mitchell of Texas. Longhorns with 7:15 on the clock now. Carr. Just 3 points tonight. Bounce pass out to the wing to Hunter. Slides it off to Carr. Carr at the edge of the Texas Longhorns logo. Lobs it over to the right baseline. Able to get the pass away to the top. Here's a 3. Catch and fire. Right through the chute. That's good for the 3 ball. Tyrese Hunter up to 13. Drills it. Great assist there by Texas at the right corner. That is the player of the game, Timmy Allen, who gets the assist. Sets up Hunter for the 3. 8-point lead. Baylor attacking baseline. Missed it by George. Got contacted, though, and fouled. That's a hard-fought effort to get to the free throw line and shoot 2. Keontae George will go back to the charity stripe coming up. $6:39 left to go. Two free throws by Keontae George. He's up to 10 now for Baylor. The first one he makes. Second free throw, that's good. Hunter will take it up the floor now for Texas. Hunter, Carr, DeSue, Allen, and Mitchell. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Longhorns. 6.5 left to go. Top of the key, Carr makes the pass to his right. Hunter gives it out to the corner. Driving baseline jumper at the baseline. Missed off the mark by Texas, as it was missed by Timmy Allen. Here goes Baylor behind the defense. First one missed. Second one gets the putback. Right back and through. That is good by Jalen Bridges. Things getting interesting right now. 4-point game approaching the 6-minute mark left to go with a reach and fall picked up in the Keto by Baylor. Baylor started to get some momentum The Bears get called in their 5th of the second half now. And that'll be charged to Flo Thamba. He picks up personal foul number 3. Reaching in the key on a pass down low intended for Timmy Allen. And now Flo Thamba will check out of the game with 3 personal fouls here for Baylor. Also coming out, L.J. Cryer, I believe. He's heading towards the benches. Wow, the referee is looking at this one on the floor for an official review as well. Yeah, Flo Thamba swung around. Timmy Allen was trying to turn the corner off receiving the pass underneath, turn the corner of his dribble. It looked like he was going to move it back out to the perimeter. And that's where Allen's body kind of got twisted inside the key and went down. They just call it a simple reach and fall. 6:04 left to go. Texas will get the inbound underneath their hoop here for the Longhorns. Serge-Jabari Rice, Marcus Carr, Timmy Allen, Dylan Dessou, the inbound passer, number 4, Tyrese Hunter. Hunter lobs it off to Dessou, gives it out to Carr, passes out to his left around the perimeter. Rice, Dessou, handoff Rice. Rice turns the corner, drives, takes the jumper, and no good. Skipped around the rim, spud out as he was trying to go for the mid-range as Baylor comes up with a rebound. 5:45 left to go. Attacking downhill. Bridges. Huge contact. It will be an offensive foul. Jalen Bridges called in the offensive foul. Massive charge taken there by Dylan Dessou. And a turnover by Baylor. Oh, perfect position to set your feet right in the restricted area. For Dylan Dessou. 2 feet set. Oh, yeah. What a charge there. 3rd personal picked up now by Bridges. Bridges got 13 tonight for Baylor. That's the number 2 scorer behind 16 points for L.J. Cryer. Keontae George with 12. Adam Flagler's only got 6 tonight, 2 for 7 shooting. Rice moves it out around the perimeter to Hunter. Hunter up to double digits. He's got 13. Carr gives it out to the elbow. Takes the jumper. Missed off the back rim was Allen, and the rebound controlled by Bridges. 5:15 left to go. Baylor takes it past midcourt. Flagler dribbles up to the elbow. His pass, able to come loose. It goes right into the hands of Flagler. Great contest off the backside defense by Timmy Allen, who is able to come up with a rebound. Rice up the floor, wide open 3. Oh, he's a giant killer. Serge-Jabari Rice. Crunch time moments like those, he takes and he makes. 16 points by Serge-Jabari Rice. A New Mexico State legend. Now playing for the Texas Longhorns, and they lead by 7. 4:40 left to go. Baylor with the basketball. Cryer, crossover, step back 3 in the air. Swoosh. That is good. L.J. Cryer, big-time jumper. This game really picking up right now. 4:30 left to go. L.J. Cryer, 13-plus points in the last 6 of 7 games for Baylor. 4-point lead. Just another night in the Big 12 tonight. Carr at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass goes over to Dessou, top of the free throw circle. Back out to Carr, lobs it off to Allen. Kick out to the wing. 3 on its way. Tyrese Hunter missed off the back rim. Tipped up by Timmy Allen. Loose ball comes down with it. It is Flagler. 4 minutes remaining. Baylor has it. Things starting to heat up. The Bears looking to cut it to 1 possession. Flagler guarded at the top of the key by Hunter. Flagler, crossover, takes the 3, been silent most of the night, missed the 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Bridges to the outside, George. Flagler makes the pass to Cryer. Cryer, tough shot, falling towards his left, missed off the back rim. The rebound goes back to Texas. Longhorns defense is so tough today inside the key, stopping everything from Baylor. Carr towards his right at the elbow, double team. Cross-court pass, Hunter. Touch pass to the top, Rice. Shoots the 3, zips it through, laser beam. Once again, Serge-Jabari Rice. Back-to-back 3s he makes, and Texas goes up by 7. 3:14 left to go. Serge-Jabari Rice, the giant killer, torching Baylor here in the second half. Clutch for the Longhorns as we get a bucket down low, count it in the foul. Adam Flagler. Dribble drive down the lane inside. Draws the blocking foul, picked up by Rice. 5-point game with one free throw coming up at the line by Flagler after the timeouts. Wow. What a matchup here in the Big 12. 68-63. 3:06 left to go as we take the media timeout. 90+ watching, so hit us up in the chat who you guys got tonight in this game. Type in Texas, type in Baylor, type in Longhorns, type in Bears, type in Hook'em, type in Sick'em. Who you guys like in this one? If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, both of college hoops and NBA games. Feel free to join me in tomorrow, 9 p.m. I plan on covering Maryland against Indiana tomorrow night. That should be a great game. 19 points by L.J. Cryer, top scorer for Baylor. 13 by Jalen Bridges. 12 by Keontae George. Adam Flagler been off tonight. The two stars for both of these teams been off in this game. Flagler just 3 of 9 shooting, 8 points tonight. And then for Texas, Marcus Carr limited to just 3 tonight, 1 of 6 shooting for Carr. 19 points by Serge Jabari Rice, 4 for 5 from 3. Having a massive impact today, 5 of 7 from the floor. For Serge Jabari Rice, 16 points by Timmy Allen with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. And then 13 points by Tyrese Hunter, who's made 3 threes. Xavier, welcome in, taking Texas here. Best of luck to Chief Keith going for the Bears. Quick update in the Iowa State-Texas Tech score. 5-point game still with 2:11 left to go. 69-64. Iowa State leading on the road at Texas Tech. And currently we have 3:06 left to play here. What an intense game tonight between these two teams. Both of these teams, just multiple bodies, battling for loose balls all over the floor. Just so physical tonight in this game. Celtics on Wednesday. Starting next month, I'm probably gonna do much less streaming. For me, next month I work as a sports announcer covering in-person games for a couple of D3 schools, so I got asked to cover a bunch of games for lacrosse, baseball, softball, so I'm going to be doing way less streaming coming up starting the next few weeks, because it starts up in February with lacrosse. .306 left to go. Texas by 5 right now. So we'll have one free throw, I believe, coming up at the line for Baylor. Texas with 9 personal fouls. Baylor with 6 currently. Okay, so one free throw here by Adam Flagler. 3:06 left to go to and 1. And he sinks it. 4-point game. Texas with the ball. Hunter, Allen, Carr, Dessou, and Jabari Rice. That's the 5 in the court currently for Texas. Hunter moves it out to the left corner. Carr, just 3 points tonight, 1 for 6 shooting. Over to at the top of the key with Tyrese Hunter. 10 in the shot clock. Crossover. Step back 3 straight away in the air. Off the front rim. Miss Bridges. Tips it over to Cryer for the defensive rebounds. Baylor down by 4. Looking to see if they can put it to a one-possession game. Flagler, Cryer, Bridges, George. Thamba, the 5 on the floor, floats it up into the key. It's good for the score. Up and in off the backboard, Adam Flagler. Having a tough night tonight, but able to get a big-time bucket up to 5 points in the second half. He's got 11 total. Flagler with a drive right on Carr. Backside help defense came in at the last moment with Dessou, but not enough in time, just a split second late. As Baylor will take a timeout now. 2:27 left to go. One timeout for Baylor, 3 remaining for Texas currently. As we go on a timeout on the floor with 2:30 left to play. What a game. In the pregame, I predicted my final score would be Baylor 75, Texas 74 for my final score. So I put that out in the pregame here and closing in on it. I thought it looked like under for a while right now. Wow, this has been a wild game, though, tonight. Two and a half minutes left to go. Adam Flagler up to 11 now, averages 15.5 this season. Really slow start tonight for Flagler, but he has been able to be a difference maker as of late and cut this Texas lead down to 2. We get back to action. Texas with the basketball with 2:30 left. Baylor's won the last 12 of 13 games, riding a 6-game winning streak past midcourt. They put the ball into the hands now of Carr. Carr dribbles up to the top, moves it out to his right over to Hunter. Back to Carr. Carr around the perimeter. Bounce past Jabari Rice. Lob down low. Dessou catches it. Up fake. Inside the key. And we got a whistle and a foul. I believe that will be charged to Flo Thamba. If it is, that's his 4th, and it will. 4 personal fouls now by Flo Thamba as he falls Dylan Dessou down low. And Dessou will shoot now in the 1-on-1 bonus. 4th personal by Flo Thamba, 2:04 left to play. Quick update on Iowa State, Texas Tech. Iowa State leading by 3, 69-66 with 40 seconds left. Dylan Dessou, 1-on-1 bonus here at the free throw line. Texas struggling tonight at free throws, just 58.8%, 10 for 17 at the charity stripe. Dessou with a 1-and-1. First free throw. Sinks it. Big time make right there by Dylan Dessou. Baylor tonight, 80% at the free throw line, 12 of 15 on the road. Dessou, second one, right through. That's massive, makes them both. 4-point lead now for Texas. Baylor has it with 2 minutes even on the clock. Flagler dribbles past the midcourt logo guarded by Hunter. Bounce past top of the key Bridges. Bridges towards his left around the perimeter. Texas doing a great job defensively to keep him out in front. Off to George, floats up the shot, bounces off the rim, goes in. That's a tough bucket down at the low block for Keontae George. Back to a 2-point game. George up to 14 points on a high volume tonight, 4 of 16 shooting, but able to get some big-time shots when it needs it the most. Jumper, mid-range, Carr, missed off the back rim, a rebound control by Baylor. Marcus Carr, not the hot spot tonight in this game, just 1 for 7, 3 points. Rises for the J. Flagler missed the 3 at the ring. Defensive rebound pulled down by Texas. 1:15 remaining. Longhorns up by 2 will slow down the basketball. 100 in the stream. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as we reach almost 1 minute left to go. Bounce past Dessou. 1:04 left to play. 14 on the shot clock. Moves it over to Allen. Allen drives. Baseline. And we have a whistle here down low on the Bears. I believe it's on Bridges who picks up the blocking foul. That's on Jalen Bridges. That's his 4th. 8th personal foul as a team now for Baylor, Texas. They've got 9 as a team, so actually next time we'll send Baylor to the double bonus. Texas at the free throw line shooting 2 in a bonus, shooting 2 here. Since it's a shooting foul, first one is a make. Timmy Allen. Player of the game tonight for Timmy Allen. Makes the first free throw. He's up to 17, the top scorer tonight for Texas. Second free throw by Allen. Right down the middle, making their free throws lately. 58.5 seconds left. Baylor down by 4 once again. Pass midcourt with George. They have to be urgent if they're the Bears. George dribbles, drives, attacks, right to the rim. Contact. +1. Gets the foul. He'll shoot one coming up at the free throw line by Keontae George. Major call on the floor right there. Could have gone either way. And DeSue got that call earlier in today's game where he set his feet inside the key in time, took the charge. Massive call that could have swung either way, but Dylan DeSue called in the blocking foul, as this will be one free throw here at the line by Keontae George. That is a gutsy call right there on the floor. Massive call. Free throw. Right down the middle, drills it by George, 1 point game. Baylor been trailing throughout this whole game basically tonight. Largest lead by Texas, up by 9 at 2 separate times. 48 seconds left. Texas will take it past the midcourt logo. 42 seconds, 22 on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock, top of the key. Bounce pass into the hands to DeSue around the perimeter. DeSue, hand off the Carr, just 1 for 7 shooting 3 points. Baylor been down throughout this entire game mostly. Jumper, deep 2, Marcus Carr sinks it through. He's been silent throughout the whole game. Step back and he drills it at the left elbow with 30 seconds left. 20 seconds left to go. Baylor will need a 3 to tie. They'll take a deep range 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. In and out of the hands of Jabari Rice. He got knocked down though and fouled. Sir Jabari Rice, what a hustler. Oh my goodness. Comes up with a rebound. And a loose ball foul picked up by Baylor. No spoilers if you guys are new in the stream, please. We're about 30 seconds behind. 16.9 seconds left to go. Texas back to the bonus. 1-1 at the free throw line. Flo Thamba has just fouled out. Picked up his 5th. Flo Thamba could not come up with a rebound against Sir Jabari Rice. Incredible hustle by the 6'4" guard. Transfer from New Mexico State. And that was all started by Baylor, who took the Bears took a ridiculous 30-foot three-point shot. Well away from the rim. Not even close to the perimeter. Well away from the perimeter. 30 feet, jacks it up the floor. Barely anybody else getting a touch in that possession. A lot of time left to go. Jabari Rice. 84% free throw shooter, the guy you do not want to follow. He's been clutch throughout a good amount of games this season. First one he makes. They just got the clutch gene with this dude, number 10 in white and orange. Four-point lead for Texas. Second free throw coming up here by Jabari Rice. Right down the middle. He's automatic. So good in the clutch. Baylor has it. 15 seconds left to go. They go urgent. Flagler, crossover, step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, missed. Who comes up with a rebound? Guess who? Sir Jabari Rice. 5 seconds left to go. We'll dribble out the clock. And the Texas Longhorns able to put a stop to Baylor's 6-game winning streak as this game has gone final. Texas 76. Baylor 71, and Texas bouncing back with a W for the number 10 ranked team in the nation tonight in a monster battle in Big 12 conference play. What a game right down to the wire. Sir Jabari Rice. This dude just does it time and time again in the clutch. 21 points, 15 of those points in the second half. Threes made sinking down in half number 2. He went 4 for 5 from downtown. 5 of 7 from the floor, and 7 of 8 at the free throw line tonight by Sir Jabari Rice, your player of the game. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before I do wrap up, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to join in tomorrow night, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Indiana to take on Maryland. You guys would like to come on by for that one. Big Ten basketball, what a night here. Just another night in the Big 12. on a Monday night as Texas survived 76-71 over Baylor. We're going to close out here to the channel members now. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams, as we got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Jess, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Michael Bourne, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Siegel, Woopig, Ian, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. Thanks all for joining in tonight as we go final in this one. 76-71, Texas picks up the victory at home. Thanks all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your night.